Hello, my name's Kenneth Percival, and tonight I want to talk to you about um, police discipline, and police reformation. Um, I'm going to set the stage for you here in regards to the issue that I'm going to talk to you about, and that is with the recent incidents surrounding the arrest of George Floyd and the events that transpired and are transpiring as a result of the use of excessive force by police officers in his arrest, which has sparked a national outpour for reformation of police departments that needs to be brought to our policing agencies. The situation was captured on video while bystanders sat by and watched this man's life slowly slip away before their eyes. This resulted in protesting and rioting making its way into cities across America. And this is the issue that I'm going to talk about. In Asheville, North Carolina, protesting, rioting, looting had begun taking place. There were multiple nights of it, and this is the third night of unrest in the city. And after nights of unruliness, a curfew was put into place to protect the citizens and to attempt to bring some order to the city. Well, shortly after curfew, on day 3, the Asheville Police Department came across a medical tent where water, food, medical supplies, and some of the videos it talks about granola bars, and videos you can see packs of trail mix and tampons and stuff like that on the ground, saline, bandages, etc. And this medical supply tent was stationed between two buildings on private property, which it's also stated that they had no permission to be there. What happened next is what caught national media attention because the police tore down the medical tent and then pulled out pocket knives and were stabbing the bottles of water. In a statement issued by the chief of police, he stated that the officers in nights priors had bottles of water hurled at them, as well as other protesters or other people protesting. He stated that they were eliminating these as potential projectiles in the protest that was going to take place that evening, and that they were also searching for explosives because police officers and protesters had fireworks shot at them throughout the previous 2 nights. My personal opinion on this matter is that there was a curfew that was put into effect from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., and the incident took place after curfew had went into effect. With the events that took place in the previous nights and water bottles being used as projectiles at the officers and other protesters, the police were justified in their actions. They were also looking for explosives such as fireworks, because in the previous nights of protesting, there were fireworks launched at officers and protesters. In the video, you can see that the police officers are equipped in riot gear. They have shields, they have helmets, they have all this protection on them. So I don't think a water bottle is going to hurt the police officer. So this is steering my thought process as, if they're doing this as a form of protection, they're not doing it to protect themselves, although they are. They're doing it to protect those that are out there protesting, even if it is after curfew. So they're also protecting the media teams that are out there, as well as themselves, even though they have protection on. So my thinking is that this was done with the intent of protecting those that were still out on the street, even though they weren't supposed to and could just simply be arrested for that. So to prevent something like this from happening in the future, my suggestion would be that if you're going to set up a medical tent, you need to go down to the Asheville Police Department. You need to talk to somebody who's in charge at the police station to where you can get approval to have this medical tent set up. Because clearly in the videos, you see the officers doing what they were doing with stabbing the water bottles and taking down the tent. And then people that were interviewed by the media saying that they had permission to be there. Well, the chief of police issues a statement and says that they don't have permission to be there and that they didn't have permission to be on the property that they were on. That it was private property and they weren't supposed to be there. So, what I think, the officers were justified in their action and they're just simply following orders and doing their job and protecting the citizens in the situation. So I have posted a couple of videos on here, and when you pull up those videos, it'll probably pull up other videos. You can hit Control and click on your mouse, left click on your mouse, I believe, and you can see these videos and form your own opinion. And I would love to hear back from you on what you think in regards to the situation. Yes, it was maybe not the most nicest thing to do, but I've never been hit in the head with a water bottle hurled at me. So until that day happens, I'm going to say that the police are justified in their action. And when that day happens, it would probably justify their actions even further because, a water bottle full of water is not exactly light. And when it's chucked at you and hits you inside the head, that's going to hurt. Thank you.